Hello and welcome. Glad you've all tuned in. And if you're here for the first time, thank you for watching. So, you've seen it in the news, blasted across the headlines. Prince Harry, King Charles meeting up perhaps. Will they? Won't they? We will get into that. But there is a juicy angle to this story that has come to my attention, and I wanted just to talk about it here and get your thoughts. So, let's cover it here. The article says, in one of the most hopeful updates in a long time regarding Prince Harry's relationships with members of the royal family that have been strained, it seems that when the Duke of Sussex travels to the UK in September, he will likely have the opportunity to meet up with his father, King Charles, for the first time in 19 months. Now that's a long time. The last time that Harry and Charles met in person was in February 2024 after Charles announced his diagnosis, and then Harry went over to see him. We saw he flew over, and it was truly a moment that was so poignant, seeing Harry crossing the pond like that, knowing fully well that he had an event that was scheduled up for him. So there was all that. We covered that on this channel. So we now know that Harry is due to be in the UK on a especially important day to him. Not only will he be there for the Well Child Awards, which is the charity that he has been a patron for over 17 years, but on that day, September the 8th, will be the third anniversary of the passing of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. So we now have it here, the leaks from the palace, perhaps, that there might be a reconciliation between father and son. And they've said this, it is within reach, in quotes, and that there is, quote, determination on both sides to make this happen, end quote. So this person who spoke to the press said, nobody is pretending the wider family's issues have been resolved, but this is about beginning with Charles and Harry, in quotes. Now, this has been very interesting to have this line of communication with the press. We all know that Harry can turn up in the far-flung parts of this planet we're on and no one will know. But all of a sudden we have, will Charles be meeting with Harry, and on, and that is so well in advance of him going to the UK. So you just know this is not how Harry has been moving. This is something that, of course, has been an issue that he raised even in his time as a senior working royal. It just seems that there was this briefing going on. So you know what? We are going to turn this around and we're going to look at this from a positive perspective. Harry has spoken time and time again about hope, that he and his father and brother will reconcile. And he said he has wanted a family, not an institution, right? So as this individual has, or this source, we all know what Harry says when you see sources. Yeah, so this source told the press, quote, Prince Harry's team in the palace have opened a line of communication, and there is every hope that father and son will see one another when the Duke returns to London in September, end quote, adding that the feeling was that the time is right. Can you imagine all of that? So anyway, let's now discuss this. Now that we're hearing that there will be a simple face-to-face conversation between Charles and Harry, as opposed to what they say is a grand gesture or a set-piece meeting. Oh my gosh, talk about details. If it is gonna happen, I am gonna look at a way that this could work for Harry. In the press of late, we have seen this, I'm gonna call it a feud between the palaces, with people briefing on that side of the pond about people's moving houses, about people's, work ethic. Some of you have seen it in the press, and I don't want to cover that. I don't want to get into all of that drama with briefing of the palaces. But what I can say is that there have been competing narratives in the press briefing against those who have remained there as senior working royals. For those of you who don't know about that, you need to be on social media to know that there have been some stories that have been traded about in the press to make certain houses there look bad. But this is how this briefing could end up working for Harry in the end. Now we've seen this article being covered from the perspective that Charles wants a reconciliation or a meeting with Harry, but in the press there is this subtitle to this headline where they're saying Prince William isn't for this, he won't attend, he's, quote, shutting the door on peace, in quotes. So we all know that Harry has wanted to have his family back, and he has wanted above all for there to be security protection in place for him, Meghan, and his children when they are in the UK. So how could all this work out for the Sussexes? Even as the next Invictus Games is coming to the UK, and he wants to ensure that he will have protection, and he wants perhaps Meghan to be there. Who knows? I know a lot of you have said you don't want Meghan to go. You don't even want Harry to go, which of course we know Harry has to show up. All in all, could this moment between him and Charles end up having a way forward for Harry to secure protection for him and his wife and his children when they are in the UK? That has been a huge issue, a huge sticking point for the Duke of Sussex to have it sorted out. And perhaps this could be a moment where, even as those houses, those palaces are feuding with each other in the press, might this be a chance for Buckingham Palace to, through this meeting with King Charles, find a way to have Harry securing what he's wanted above all, which is guaranteed police protection, not that bespoke arrangement, but for them to know that they are secure in the UK when they go there. And I know that it's a strange thing to say, but as the saying goes, make hay when the sun shines. When the tides are now turning positively in Harry's favor, he's got to catch that wave and use this moment where Buckingham Palace is trying to make themselves look good in the press, and use that as some weight in negotiating for him something that means a lot to the Duke of Sussex. He has a huge bargaining chip right now. Those palaces are trying so hard to look good in the press, and they're trying to score any positive PR that they can. This is Harry's moment. Whatever you all may think about Harry being in the UK, we know that he is not in exile, and he is not accepted the fact that what was something that he was born into, which is the position along with the risk that is associated with that, could have been used to punish him when he stepped back, as some articles did put out in the press. And we all heard the report of when Harry and Meghan chose to step back, that security being immediately withdrawn was, according to Harry, an establishment stitch-up. Now, who's at the top of that pyramid, so to speak? Isn't it just Charles, who can reinstate Harry's police protection just by his pen, reinstate it on a whim? And this feud between palaces could be a chance for Harry to now reinstate the protection that he has always had. And we knew that when they withdrew that from him, according to publications who were willing to be unbiased, they did say that it was as a way to punish him for stepping back. So this is a chance when those palaces are feuding and Harry seems to be in. Remember how before they would say Harry is out? Harry seems to be in. This could be a chance for him to negotiate for himself that protection, which is paramount and is necessary. They have had threats, not only him, Meghan, but Archie too. And who knows about the intelligence reports that they've seen behind the scenes. So this is a great opportunity for Harry if this meeting is going to happen. So I want to know your thoughts on this. So this is his moment to negotiate for what is rightfully his when he is in the UK, guaranteed police protection for not only him, but his whole family for the duration of whatever stay they have. Harry has said they have heritage there. His children do. He wants them to get to know his family on his mother's side, and they are not in exile. So he is going to be headstrong about that. We all know he is, and he's not going to be moved. So if that's his perspective, this is his moment to bargain for himself and use this moment in his favor. It wouldn't surprise me if they did reinstate Harry's security in order to make Charles look like a good king, father, grandfather to Archie and Lily, spinning that in the press that he wants to be close to them, da-da-da-da-da. And right now they're all trying to get positive press on their side with that feud that's been going on. So, there's so many angles to look at this from. And all in all, I think Harry wins in the end if this meeting is going to happen. So I want to know your thoughts on this speculation. What do you think Harry can manage to turn, even as the tides seem to be turning in favor of the Duke of Sussex? Can this be a moment for him to secure the one thing that has meant so much? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So we'll have a poll running. We'll have it, and share thoughts as well in the comment section below. And as always, before we log off, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you to you, Regenia Means Bonds. I appreciate you for your unwavering support. I'm truly blessed to have you be a part of this community. Your love and kindness have been pivotal. Thank you for being you. You are loved, appreciated, and you are a light. God bless you and thank you. And now a very special thank you to those of you who gave during the last live. Thank you to you, Olivia Johnson. I appreciate your altruism more than words can say. Thank you for being one of the channel moderators here as well. Your wisdom is invaluable. Thank you for every way that you have shown kindness and care. I also want to say that I appreciate you for being an encouragement. And please know that I see you. You have such a positive influence in my life and on this community. God bless you and yours. Thank you. A very special thank you to you. You go by the handle Jennifer Clark 2165. God bless you. Thank you for the love that you show time and time again. I'm so grateful that you have chosen to show your support, and your uplifting kindness has never gone unnoticed. You are truly a blessing to all of us here, and we love you. God bless you, and thank you. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially, to those who like, comment, and share. I appreciate you all. If you liked this update, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, follow on social media. Links will be in the cards and in the pinned comment. I love you all. Have a great day. Keep it here for more, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.